Alright, so recently I have been working on a game. And, I was working on it just a little bit, and then I saw somewhere that I should start videotaping all of my progress for each day. So I would try to do like one or two things every single day, and then record myself discussing what I talked over. So this is going to be the first set of clips that I have for, you know, the game. Right now it's called The Darkening, but I don't know. I might change it. It's going to be a mobile exclusive. Sorry, guys. Mobile exclusive with or from Android and Apple. So, this is my second game. My first game's Color Fracture. Go download that. QR code right here. Link in the description. Um, and so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so like I said, I was working on this game. So I had previously been trying to implement a procedural generated like type of thing where the rooms will always spawn. Or yeah, it would spawn kind of like in a Binding of Isaac type of way. So I had already implemented the map in this. I've implemented the pots and the tables, but here I am. I am just talking about me implementing both the pots and the tables into this project. So I implemented like a collision to the tables, and it really caused like I don't know, it really disrupted gameplay, so I removed that collision later on. As you can see, I have some placeholder enemies, like the slider guy. He's a little weird. But the green slime, I used to have pixel art for everything, which is why you see kind of like a mix of vector and pixel art, because I had it as pixel art, and I'm trying to turn it all into vector art, because I don't want this game to be pixely. Alright, so we are reaching the boss, and so I only have one boss in the game currently. His name is the Evil Triangle Guy. And like I said, a lot of it's just placeholder. I think right now I implemented him to have like a angry face, and so when you kill the boss, there's a stairs, and so the stairs allow you to go to the next stage, basically. Yeah, and as you can see, I have some shooting enemies too, like the yellow guy. He's kind of mean. I don't like him. But yeah, quickly I realized that I had a bug, like, so the objects wouldn't delete themselves after you went to the next level, so you'd just see them hovering out in space, or you'd see an unusually large amount of objects. I also created this large slime, which splits off into multiple different types of slimes, and honestly, this was probably one of the worst decisions I have ever made in my entire life. So yeah, you can see when I destroy it, he splits off into two smaller dudes. This is, like I said, it was probably one of the worst decisions I've ever made, because now it's just a pain. Yeah, eventually I want to have each scene have its own theme. So some scenes will have just yellow slimes, big, small, and medium. Some of them will be only slimes, and some will just be all small slimes. And I don't know, obviously I'm going to make some more enemies, but as for now, these placeholders are here. For right now, the only things that spawn are the ones that I've created, and so that gives like a really weird balance of enemies throughout the entire map. But yeah, you can see here, like, I still hadn't changed the blue slime sprite, and the green slime sprite has been changed. So yeah, I like how the blue slime looks, but I needed to switch it over. So after all this, I decided that it was time to go to bed and work on the next features tomorrow. Alright, so this wasn't actually the second day, but it's the third day. But I worked on features that were yesterday and today. So in this one, I implemented like a screen shake. So as you can see, every time you shoot the bullet and get hit, the whole screen shakes. It's quite distracting. I think I turn it down, but it definitely adds to the game. I also thought that the like killing the enemies, I thought they were just too boring. So I added kind of like a splat look. I'll zoom in really quick. I don't know, I just feel like it really just increases just the quality of the game. Like it just makes it feel just a lot better to play. I also balanced here how much damage the player receives and also does, because like farther you got into the game, the more it felt like you were just kind of overpowered. Like you just annihilated everything in your path. I did forget to mention, so not too long after I worked, yeah, you can see there's chaos going on, but not too long after I worked on a new enemy, the red slime, who shoots the bullets and it splits off into 4 bullets basically, and well, I turned up the reload speed for it, and it's just it's evil. I'll say that it's evil. I didn't realize how busy I got today. So as you can see, I actually implemented particles when you shoot the bullets. Now this was a pain in the butt because I was trying to work with quaternions, and nobody likes quaternions. Ask any mathematician who, never mind, don't ask your mathematician. But I just realized I just need to change up the Euler angles. But basically, so whenever you hit a wall, you can see I have little sparks that come out, and I think that it just adds to the game, and it looks so fantastic. Like I don't know, it just looks so good. And it's not only just the player either, it's also the enemy bullets. As you can see, they bounce off. And it just looks so good. I can't get over how good it looks. Oh yeah, and I also changed it so the red slime isn't overpowered. But really, other than those changes, this should be the last thing that I did today. Alright, so finally I realized that I need to start kind of updating the way things started looking. So I updated the main menu and I added this type of loot pool here. And it shows you all the weapons that you can choose, and basically what I want to do with this game is I want to make it so it's not that you get these all the time, but this will be in those chests that you'll get to throughout the entire map. Since it is a mobile game, I'm going to make it free. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to probably implement some kind of slot machine to where the player, if they earn 1,000 coins or whatever it might be, they can roll a slot machine and win a weapon that goes into the loot pool. Meaning that they don't get it instantly, but it will be entered into the full selection that they might get. So right now it's a very rudimentary selection because I hadn't created any of the chests yet. But so I had this like selection here in the skills tab where you can change it to a shotgun or the book of rings or whatever. And so the shotgun was a pain in the butt to implement. But I got it. I used Trig, never thought I'd be using that class still, but I'm genuinely surprised that I did actually use that class. So yeah, pay attention in your Trig classes if you haven't taken it yet. But yeah, I've implemented a shotgun, and eventually, like I said, they're not gonna be in that tab. They're just going to be in those chests eventually. They're just there as a placeholder so I can test and debug. So I also created this book, or the Tome of Rings. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. Don't mind that. I just need to make it so the bullets deplete after reload. But basically, the Tome of Rings, if you sit and use the weapon, you can spawn in these balls that, I guess, the bullets that just ring around you, giving you, I don't want to say a shield because it doesn't protect you, but it's like kind of like a melee where you can just kind of get up close. But obviously they deplete after hitting. It's, depending on who you ask and how you play the game, it can either be really overpowered or severely underpowered. But I think that's the fun part. Now, I did forget to mention that I also have these skills as well, which is why it's kind of like an RPG type. You can see what the skills are and how they play, basically. This one increases the reload speed, so I can basically reload my bullets a lot quicker in this ring. It also works with the pistol and the shotgun, but not by much. And like you just saw there, it just kind of annihilated the boss almost instantly. And so I don't really know how to fix that other than just completely get rid of the tome, which I really don't want to do. Create big balls. When you skip the main story and go straight and get a DLC weapon, oh yeah, it's gamer time. Yeah, eventually what I would like to do is I want to make it so you can see your... Yeah, in this bottom corner, I want to make it so you can see your weapons that you're holding. I also really feel like I need to implement a kind of like a secondary weapon, something that has more passive skills, whereas the one that you have is your active skill. Like, I don't know, I also want to make it so, like, the rooms get darker, and so you might need a torch, and that will be your secondary item that you're holding that holds like the passive, glows up around you basically. But anyway, I feel like that will be the last day that I cover in this video. Um, Please hit like, subscribe. I really want to get this channel kind of going a little bit again because I really miss making content for you guys. And I also want to get some coverage for this game. I want to get you guys excited for it. And I am just absolutely having a blast learning Unity and having you guys learn along with me. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next one.